This video is just to explain how I balance symbol equations. So the first thing, we have a reaction, H2 plus Cl2 produces HCl. First thing to note is that these are the chemical formula of these substances and we cannot change them. So we can't suddenly start putting H2Cl2. HCl is what is produced, okay? So the only thing we can do is we can put numbers in front of these to change the quantities that we have. What I then do is I imagine a line down here, and then I just start to have a little look to see what we've got. So we've got two hydrogens over here because H2 means there's two hydrogens, two chlorines over here because Cl2 means two chlorines. We've only got one hydrogen here and one chlorine there, okay? So the only thing I can do to balance this up is put a number in front. Because I've got two of those there and two of those there, I need two over here. So if I put a 2 in front of that, it means I've got two lots of HCl. So I've got HCl and another lot of HCl. So I've got two hydrogens here, two hydrogens here, two chlorines here, and two chlorines here. So let's take another example. A slightly more tricky example. So if we do Fe2O3 plus Al, and we're going to make Fe plus Al2O3. So first thing to remember is that we can only put numbers in front. So I'm just going to put a little line there. And we need to have a balance from one side of the arrow to the other. And I'm just going to make a start. So looking at each side, I'm noticing the first thing, look, there's two aluminiums because it's Al2 over here, but there's only one over here. So I need to put a 2 in front of that. Remember, I can't put a 2 this side because that would change the formula. So I've now got two aluminiums. So I know aluminium's fine. Next thing I'm going to notice, look, Fe2 over here, which means I've got two Fe's over here, but I've only got one over here. So I need 2 to be here. I can't put a 2 here. I can only put a 2 there. I've now got 2 of those. Oxygens, looking good. We've got 3 there because it's O3. We've got 3 here because it's O3. So I've got everything balanced up. Okay. Right, let's have a look at another example, slightly more tricky one. CaCl2 plus KOH arrow, Ca bracket OH bracket 2 plus KCl. So remember, the only thing we can do is put a number in front. So that's what I'm going to do, like that. Put those lines. We've got a little line here because we have to balance either side. And the first thing I'm going to do is look at this because it's an obvious one. So it says I've got Cl2 over here. So it means I've got two chlorines over here. I can't put 2 here. So I can only put 2 in front. So that now gives me 2 chlorines over here. But it gives me 2 potassiums, look, because I've put a 2 in front. So I've got to have 2 potassiums over here. So that gives me 2 potassiums, okay? I've got 1 calcium over here at the moment and 1 over here. So next thing, OH2 in brackets means I've got 2 lots of OHs in here. So I've got that and I've got that, okay? Now, let's have a look at OH over here. So we've got 2 lots of KOH. So that means I've got 2 lots of K, 2 lots of O, 2 lots of H. So 1 calcium, 1 calcium, 2 chlorines, 2 chlorines, 2 potassiums, 2 potassiums, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens, 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens. Okay. Right, and one last one. So I'm just going to do this one on the side because this takes a little bit more room. So let's take this example. So if we've got HCl plus Na2 CO3 arrow NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. Okay, so first thing, remember, we can only put a number in front of these things. So I'm just going to put my little lines in there. We need to balance one side of the arrow to the other. So let's just take a little look at this. So let's see if there's anything obvious. So the first thing I'm noticing, look, is that there's two hydrogens here, but there's only one hydrogen over this side, look. So I need there to be two. So I'm going to put 2 in front. That now gives me 2 hydrogens over there. Next thing I'm looking at is sodium. I've got 2 sodiums over here, look, but I've only got 1 over here. So let's put the 2 sodiums in. Let's put the 1 in. I now need another one. So I've got to put 2 in front of that, which will give me 2 sodiums. Okay. Right. We've got 2 chlorines like that. We've got 2 chlorines here, look, as well, because it's NaCl2. How about carbon? So we've got 1 carbon there and 1 carbon there. And then we've got 3 oxygens here, look, 1, 2, 3. We've got 1 there and we've got 2 there. So 2 hydrogens, 2 chlorines, 2 sodiums, 1 carbon, 3 oxygen. Now let's look at the other side. 2 sodiums, that balances. 2 chlorines, that balances. 2 hydrogens, that balances. 1, 2, 3 oxygens, look, 3 oxygens and 1 carbon. Okay,